Hello, I'm Amanda Klein, a public health representative that came here today to help support the bill called the Healthy Workplace Bill. The health issues affect every worker and their family. This bill touches everyone in some way, according to the website healthyworkplacebill.org. Workplace bullying is repeated, health-harming mistreatment of one or more persons. The targets by one or more perpetrators, abusive conduct, and takes one or more of the following forms: verbal abuse are threatening, intimidating, or humiliating. Behaviors including nonverbal or work interference, sabotage, which prevents work from getting done, or some combination of one or more. The impact this can have on a community can cause depression, anxiety, and high unemployment. This issue needs to be addressed so people feel safe in their place of work. If they don't, and this can lead to quitting, lost wages, production decline for the company, the following people will be affected by this policy because workers come first and foremost, and then it will make its way up the ladder. It can lead to lower employee turnover, higher production, and a safer, happier work environment for all the company. If we address this issue, it can make employers react to laws with internal policies. The real value of a law and the true purpose of the WBI Health Workplace Bill is to get employers to prevent bullying with policies and procedures that apply to all employees. The bill, crafted by law professor David Yadma for the Health Workplace Campaign, gives good employees incentives to do the right thing by avoiding expensive litigation. Now, the change that will be felt with this policy is why there's been increased attention paid to bullying of children in recent years. There hasn't been the same kind of focus on bullying among adults. But statistics indicate that a major problem, according to 2008 study, nearly 75% of participants have witnessed workplace bullying at their job, and 47% have been bullied at some point in their career. Another 27% said they had been bullied within the past 12 months alone. In 2014 survey by the Workplace Bullying Institution, WBI, 72% of the respondents said their employer either condones or encourages the behavior. The cost of implementing this bill in many industries, you can't affix dollars and cents to the loss of department represents. For instance, if the person was responsible for 5 clients, that produced $1.4 million in revenue, that account and that money is lost to the employer. The bully or bullies cost the company that much money by tormenting that target, including the lost revenues, attributes to the talented target to the total. It will cost training of employers by the companies, but will save the company in the long run. Also, once the procedures are implemented, it can greatly increase the company's profits. There may be some risk taken by the employers that implement this bill, which is it could have a windfall of falsifying claims of bullying. People's lives can be affected because of this change, and in some ways, the effect can be felt is that it can make a person feel like they can step out of the shadow and hold their head high and do a great job when there is a way to hold people accountable for those actions by the policies that have been put in place. Some of the following information about this policy can potentially affect the voting behavior. It could be said that you must hold a firm hand and not take any slack from an employee. But in our future today, we have found out profit for a company comes from how an employee works and the joy of doing a good job for that company, which will lead to less absentees and loss of time and money. Some very important thought that you may need to pay attention to is that we, the people, want to be happy, and not to be in fear going to work in a harsh environment. This bill will help us to be strong and to do what we were hired to do without the fear of mistreatment or harm. I think as we speak, even in this area, there are people affected by this type of bullying, and they can relate to it, and it makes them feel more comfortable that they can have a solution to the problem. If you know this bill has worked in other states, which it has, it can happen and it can work for us as well. Thank you for listening to me today, and I hope that you listen to the workforce bill.